The following top 5 is intended for a teenage or older audience and may contain heavy themes and would be too articulated for kids younger than the age of 13.
Well guys, the Sonic movie is 3 days from releasing, so I decided to binge Sonic X and I'm fresh off of binging it, and all I can say is wow, what a ride. This show has plenty of amazing episodes. However, then I started thinking, which of these episodes do I think is the best? Well, that's what I'm going to try to decide in this week's top 5. However, disclaimer, I highly recommend checking out the show before watching this list. Not only does this list contain heavy spoilers, but I will be referring to groups and characters that people who haven't viewed the show might not be familiar with. If you're a Sonic fan or you just want a fun cartoon to watch, then check out Sonic X. Also, there's multiple episodes that can all be combined into one story segment, and each of those episodes will take up one slot. With that said, let's jump into my top 5 Sonic X episodes. Coming in at number 5 is Mission Matchup from Season 3. If you're familiar with the Sonic games, then you should be somewhat familiar with Team Chaotix. This team is comprised of Vector, who's not the brightest leader, SBO, who's a stealthy ninja, and Charmy, who's a loud little bee. These guys are really charming in the games they're featured in and are perhaps the funniest Sonic characters, so when they got introduced in Sonic X, hijinks were bound to ensue, and that holds true in this episode. In this episode, Cosmo is trying to throw a surprise party for the group and she's assisted by Tails. However, if you've been paying attention to the show, you know that Cosmo and Tails have a little thing for each other. Vector immediately picks up on this and he's determined to get these two together. This leads to a lot of plans that end up backfiring spectacularly, and it's all a joy to watch. And Cosmo and Tails are adorable. Overall, this episode was a joy to watch, and it was a nice breath of fresh air tone-wise since Season 3 is easily the darkest in the series. Overall, this episode is a lot of fun, and it comes in at number 5. Coming in at number 4 is Hedgehog Hunt from Season 3. This is yet another episode involving the Chaotix. Basically, the group notices that there's a lack of rest stops in space, so they decide to start one on a nearby planet to get enough money to repair their ship. However, also hiding out on said planet is Sonic and the gang, who also need parts to repair their ship. They have money, but the only catch is that they can't risk being seen because the Metarex knows they're hiding on the planet and has an entire fleet of ships ready to attack Sonic and the gang once they leave the planet's atmosphere. Eggman is also working on the Metarex, and he knows that there's no way Sonic and the gang can escape the planet. The episode is alright for the most part. There's some funny jokes and entertaining scenes. But why is the episode so good to earn a spot on your list, you might ask? Well, it's because of the ending. We see Sonic's ship try to leave the planet, but it's blown to bits by the Metarex. However, then we see Eggman enter the Chaotix rest stops and he's all bruised and beaten. Then we find out that Eggman designed a fake version of Sonic's ship and flew it to fool the Metarex into thinking they've killed Sonic. That way, once the real Sonic escaped the planet, him and his friends would be able to leave safely. When we're first introduced to Eggman in the series, we think he's some monster who will stop at nothing to achieve world domination and kill Sonic. And in Season 2, that idea of Eggman kinda gets confirmed. But in Season 3, we see a different side of Eggman and realize that he's not completely evil. Not only does he respect Sonic as a worthy enemy, but he also loves the rivalry that they have and doesn't want it to end. So seeing him go out of his way to save Sonic and his friends was an amazing character moment, and it really shows how far we've come since Episode 1. Overall, this episode was nice, and I think its ending was amazing. That's why it comes in at number 4.
Thanks, Doctor. You're not such a bad egg after all.
Coming in at number 3 is a two-parter, Sunblock Solution and Eggman for President, both of which from Season 2. Basically, the story of these episodes are as follows. After Eggman blew up half of the freaking moon, he decides to make up for it by replacing its missing half with machinery. However, something goes wrong with the machinery and it moves it in front of the sun, blocking its light and casting the Earth in an eternal eclipse. While Eggman and the US work on a solution, Eggman introduces a new invention, Sunshine Balls. Balls that can create partial light as bright as the sun's. However, not bright enough to the point where it will create forest fires. God knows we have enough of those already. Anyway, Sonic claims he knows that Eggman is up to and he starts destroying the generators, creating the energy for the Sunshine Balls. Sonic is ridiculed as a villain while Eggman is praised as a hero, which is a really fun switch which leads to some pretty funny moments.
I love it! Join us next time on Eggman X when the universe's greatest super genius finally puts the brakes on that spineless speedster Sonic the Scuzzbag.
However, as you guys have probably figured out by now, Eggman is indeed up to something and Sonic is in the right. However, there's still a fun mystery as to what Eggman is up to, and once it's revealed, you feel pretty stupid for not picking up on it earlier. Overall, these episodes are a lot of fun and come in number 3. Coming in at number 2 is a total of 4 episodes that are all a 4-part climax to Season 3. The first being Agent of Mischief, the second being The Light in the Darkness, the third being A Fearless Friend, and the fourth, which happens to be the final episode in the series, being So Long Sonic. This climax is basically one huge battle against the Meta-X, and all of it is just so much fun. It's not even the action or the stakes that puts this episode in the number 2 spot. It's mainly the character interactions. Seeing Sonic, Chris, Eggman and his robots, Tails, Amy, Knuckles, Rude, Shadow, Cosmo, and the Chaotix all team up against a huge threat one last time was really heartwarming. Not only that, but 2 main characters freaking die in this finale, which makes it even more climactic. And the final episode, So Long Sonic, is such an incredible place to end the series. I don't really know how to articulate this one. These 4 episodes just do these characters, this season, and even the entire series justice. And it comes in at number 2. Coming in at number 1 is a 2-parter, Prize Fights and A Wild Win. Basically, the plot of these episodes is that the president decides to throw a fighting tournament for a Chaos Emerald which he hopes will draw out Eggman. In the competition, it's not only our 4 main characters, 4? Wait, no, not 4, that's way more than 4. Not only our main characters, but also some side characters we haven't seen in a while. The main thing I love about this episode, similar to the Season 3 finale, is not really the action, since surprisingly for a fighting competition, most of them end up backfiring. The main thing I absolutely adore about this episode is all the characters interacting. Each of these characters has some fun interactions with each other, and there are a lot of funny moments. Top all of that off with a sad finale that I won't spoil. These 2 episodes are charming and a lot of fun. That's why they take the number 1 spot. Anyways, what do you guys think? Have you guys watched Sonic X? If so, tell me your list. If not, I highly recommend the show. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, then please like and subscribe, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Peace, everyone.
Go, 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 gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. Moving at speed of sound. Let's try quickest hedgehog around. Got ourselves a situation, stuck in a new location without any